So this is just going to be a quick intro to the video. I'm going to show you what little bit I got of FL2K, and I'm going to update on this car. If you watch my channel, you'll know that this car ended up getting a new starter and put in a PowerMaster starter. The old starter just would get heat soaked, wouldn't want to start, and it would slow start like crazy. So it was time. Put a new starter in. All of a sudden I got a service charging system message that kept popping up on the dash. And I went and put a new battery in because the battery was kind of old. I thought maybe it had a dead cell. That didn't fix anything. Ended up buying an alternator from the local parts stores. I found out that the remanufacturing companies for AutoZone, Advance, O'Reilly's, all these companies, they put in C5 voltage regulators into the C6 alternator. And the signal from pin B to the computer apparently is like a 0.5 volt signal. And if that voltage regulator is in there, it won't make that communication. So I had to return return the alternator to the parts store, and then I ordered a new one, OEM, off Rock Auto. Horrible customer service. They didn't get it to me when they were supposed to. Paid extra for faster shipping, the whole 9 yards. So I basically ended up just waiting until I got it, threw it on, all my problems were solved. I didn't understand why all of a sudden the car would, like the alternator quit working just because I put a starter in. I didn't touch battery cables. I didn't mess anything up. It was just a freak coincidence. So that's the update on the C6. It starts much better now, even when it's hot. I'll be doing more with it, more videos to come, and then I'll update you on FL2K. This is what I drove for FL2K. I put the Forge Stars on in January. I had not drove the car really much since then. So I went ahead and lowered the rear. It didn't get as far down as I would like. I do wish it sat a little bit lower on, but with stock lowering bolts, you can only do stock suspension bolts for the lowering. That's about as much as you can get out of it. So if I want to lower it more, I'll have to get different bolts. I didn't end up touching the front. I'll be doing that next. I might end up leaving that. I don't know. But I do plan to go to a widened fender at some point, so I'll worry about that then. But I basically drove this, went with some friends. You're going to see their cars. The third gen is a buddy of mine named Bo. The car's beautiful. My buddy Billy drove his Grand Sport. My uncle drove his F-body, his 4th gen F-body. And our friend Mike, he drove his 6th gen F-body. We went out, had a good time. I didn't film as much as I wanted to on FL2K because there was just so much there. And the clip you see with all the exotics and the GT500 right in the beginning there, that is actually what it was like just walking in the entrance. So because there was so much and it was so chaotic, I did not end up recording very much. So this is more or less just an update video with some cool clips from what little bit I did take with doing FL2K. We went out that night. Cops ran us off immediately from a couple places, and they were running other people off before we even got there. So when we showed up to Gandy, there was at least several hundred cars trying to get out of there, and the cops were running them off. And they were running radar from a boat and 2 helicopters above. So they didn't want any nonsense. It is what it is. There was a cash days way far out. We just didn't want to make it that far to drive out there because it was already like 12:30 by that time. So we called it a night, came home early. But here's some of the footage I did take, and that's going to be it for this video. It's nothing crazy, just like I said, a small update on the C6 and what happened with the charging system and all that, and just kind of getting the C5 out. I was cleaning it up because we did catch a little bit of rain. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. I'll have more content to come, so make sure you like and subscribe, and thanks again.